Today, the gospel world is shaken. Fans around the globe are sending love, prayers, and overwhelming support because heartbreaking news has just emerged about legendary gospel singer CeCe Winans. Known for her angelic voice, her unwavering faith, and her inspiring spirit, CeCe has always been a beacon of hope for millions. But now, she herself is facing a moment that has left countless people stunned. For decades, CeCe has poured her heart into the world, through her music, her ministry, and her message of love. But behind the spotlight, behind the awards, behind the endless applause, something deeply emotional has shaken her family and touched her personally. A few hours ago, reports surfaced that have left her fans heartbroken. And today, we're taking a closer look at what really happened, how CeCe is responding, and why the gospel community is rallying around her like never before. To understand the weight of this news, you have to understand the woman behind the microphone. CeCe Winans didn't just become an icon overnight. As one of the most awarded gospel artists in history, her career has spanned over 40 years. Through every chapter of her life, CeCe has remained humble, grounded, and devoted to her family and faith. From her early days singing with her brother BB, to her solo career that inspired generations, to her most recent projects that brought worship into living rooms around the world, CeCe always carried herself with grace. But even the strongest hearts can face moments of pain. Earlier this week, CeCe Winans shared news with her fans, and it immediately brought an outpouring of emotion. The gospel legend revealed that she has been dealing with a painful personal loss that has shaken her entire family. This wasn't just a casual update. This wasn't a typical social media post. This was something that touched the core of her world. CeCe expressed that a close family member, someone who had been a pillar in her life, had been struggling with serious health issues. And after months of prayers, hospital visits, and emotional nights, the situation took a heartbreaking turn. For CeCe, who has always spoken about the power of faith, this season has tested her strength in ways she never expected. She described the past weeks as some of the most difficult moments her family has faced. And the gospel community immediately responded, pastors, singers, choirs, and fans flooding her with messages of support. As soon as the news broke, fans across social media began posting prayers, Bible verses, and heartfelt messages. Many shared stories about how CeCe's music helped them through their darkest seasons, and now they wanted to stand by her through hers. One fan wrote, "CeCe lifted us for decades. Now it's our turn to lift her." Another said, "Her music healed my heart. Today my prayers are for her family." The love was immediate. The response was powerful. And CeCe herself was moved by the support. In her message, CeCe didn't focus on the pain. Instead, she spoke about hope, strength, and trusting God even when life feels overwhelming. She said that faith doesn't remove the storms, but it gives you the strength to walk through them. Her words touched millions and reminded everyone why she remains one of the most respected voices in gospel music. But what happened next left even more people emotional. After sharing the heartbreaking update, CeCe opened up further, giving fans a glimpse into the private struggle her family has been navigating. She talked about how the past few weeks were filled with sleepless nights, difficult decisions, and emotional conversations. And although CeCe always tries to shield her loved ones from the public eye, this time, the weight was simply too heavy to carry alone. The Winans family has always been close. Their bond is one of the reasons gospel fans look up to them, not just for their music, but for their unity. But behind the scenes, the family has been dealing with a heartbreaking medical emergency involving a close relative. Doctors had been working tirelessly, and the family was hoping for a miracle. CeCe talked about how every day felt uncertain, how she stayed by their side, praying, singing hymns, and asking God for strength. Her message revealed something deeply human. Even those who inspire millions can feel helpless. And then came the moment CeCe feared. Doctors informed the family that the condition had worsened. The reality was devastating. For CeCe, hearing those words was like having the world stop. She described the moment as a wave of grief that washed over her, a moment that reminded her how fragile life truly is. She said she held on to her faith even while her heart was breaking. The moment her message spread, gospel artists from across the country began reaching out. Many shared videos praying for her, encouraging her, and honoring her strength. Choirs dedicated songs to her. Churches held prayer services. Fans lit candles at home. People weren't just reacting to news. They were standing with someone who has stood with them for years.